Alright, first technique that we're going to cover today is a basic palm strike. And the way it works in this application is the palm strike is going to come up at an angle like this. So it's kind of like a palm strike uppercut. So we're going to hold the pad like this, and you're going to come up, boom, just with one hand. 1, 2, 3. Other side. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to practice that until you really start feeling that power coming up at this angle, straight up, right into the pad, like this. Second technique we're going to cover today is the straight punch. Keys with punching: straight fist. You have wrist and fist alignment. Putting your hips into the punch, pushing off with your feet, straight into the pad. So, 1, 2, 3. Make sure there's plenty of hip motion with your punches. And make sure you maintain that wrist and fist alignment. Next technique is a basic wrist lock. Grip the hand over the thumb with the fingers so that the fingers come right here into the palm. The thumb goes right in on the bone that comes down from the ring finger. You bring it up, use both hands, go to the tap, the other side, grab like here, go to the tap, to there. Next technique is from a cross-hand wrist grab. It's the thumb escape. You come through, turn your body sideways, preparing to lever the wrist out of the grip, and all you do, loosen up the thumb. Come on the outside, and notice the body positioning here. Next technique is a side fall. Positions go like this. 1, hand under your chin. 2, hand across your body. 3, foot across your body. And 4, I basically just lower myself down at first like this. Bring your hips up off the ground, landing in protected position, ready to deal with whatever's over here. Once you get better at it, you can start doing it all in one motion. Rock yourself back up. Getting the hips up off the ground helps you get the momentum to stand back up. Okay, Pinan Nidan opening sequence starts from Chunbi. You turn a look, fold the hands, bring the hand up by the ear so that the palm is under the jaw. Bring the fist right here underneath the elbow. You're going to step out, crossing the hands. You're in your front stance. Bring my heels together and punch. This is the sequence that we're going to be working with today. So here's what the whole application looks like. The opponent grabs the wrist, and they are getting ready to punch. But instead of letting them hit, you're striking right to stomach 5. You're coming in here, you're jumping in, getting the target first. In the form, you see the hand come across the face and show that strike. So boom, you're striking him, turning the head. Next part, you're getting yourself out of the way and releasing the grip. So the next part of this application is I throw the joint lock on, and I use my punching hand here, stepping behind, knocking him around, turning him into this position. So one more time, what this looks like. Opponent grabs, come right in, bring it down into this position. From another angle, grabs on the wrist, strike, bring him in, throwing him down. You can use that sweep if you need to, in case they're big and they're not going down, and you bring them into superior position. So you could do this application in another way. From the wrist grab, you come in, strike, turning the head, thumb escape, pulling him into the lock. You bring him down. Now let's say you don't get him all the way turned around. If I get to here, you notice here's my front stance here. Okay? I can come forward with a punch, or I can use that C step that you do to go into the next technique to step around this limb and escape towards the door. So that's one of the uses of the stances, is that it takes your body outside of the danger zone where they can grab you. So that C step that you see in the kata is a very important technique, is how you're reacting to another person on the ground. Sparring techniques today are pretty easy. They don't require a lot of protective equipment. All you're going to need is a groin cup and a mouth guard. So the first one that we're going to do today is the wrist grab escape. Basically, the partner is going to do the cross hand grab, and they're not going to let go. And you have to use the escape that you've been practicing to get out of this grip. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Go. If you can grab the thumb and grab the hand at the end of this, that's kind of the goal here. And so the next one, what I want you to do is grab on it, do not let go. Again, grabbing the thumb, grabbing the hand, using that escape, levering out, and getting the grip here is important. Okay. The next sparring technique is called stirring the pot. The whole idea behind this is to make your joint lock flow nice and fluidly, and apply it and maintain control of the person at all times on the ground. And if you've got this, you're going to know that your joint locks are going to work on an actual resisting opponent, because you're maintaining control throughout the whole process. So here's what it looks like. So you grab the joint lock, take the other person down, spin them around, put them down, maintaining control the whole time. So one more time. You do this slowly. You get the joint lock, you spin them around, and as soon as they touch the ground, give them a tug, and then pull them over onto their belly, placing the hand behind the back, coming down, and kneeling right on their back like this. Alright, one more time from a different angle. You grab the joint lock, you bring them down. As soon as they hit the ground, turn them, pull them on their stomach. And here is the angle. You've got this lock right here on the back. Bringing your legs down on top. And this is how you hold them in place, right like this. The theory of hard and soft striking is really easy to understand. Some areas of the body have less obstructions in them. They're softer targets, so you can take areas that have bones closer to the surface and strike hard into those without fear of injury. Other areas of the body have bones that are close to the surface, so you want to take and strike those areas with parts of your body that are better able to absorb that kind of force. So the whole idea is that you're causing maximum trauma with the appropriate striking surface, so that you're protecting yourself from injury. When you condition these different striking surfaces, this problem is minimized, but it never fully goes away. So just keep this principle in mind. Next concept I want you to understand is the concept of superior position and how to get away from a person once you put them on the ground or you get into superior position. Okay, so superior position looks like this. So if we do the stir the pot exercise, take him down, turn him over like this, and I put him in this position here. This is superior position because essentially what I have is a dominant position where he can't really do that much. Now if I want to escape from this position, the best way to escape is away from all of his weapons. If I escape towards the feet, he can kick me. If I escape towards the head, okay, it's a lot harder for him to attack me. Then I can move off to the door. A couple things I want to talk about that are going to help improve this application work. There's some theories. We've got the 3 theories of joint locks. These are things that you can do with joint locks with the technique that we were practicing. You can use it to take the other person down, as we demonstrated before. You can use it to actually dislocate the wrist, and you can also use it for pain compliance. So when you have the other person down on the ground and you hear them tapping, that would be the pain compliance aspect. Just bringing them down, taking them down, that's another one of the aspects that you can use this joint lock for. And then the other one is the joint breaking. So here's what all 3 of those look like. So the joint lock itself, we're going to take somebody down with this one, we bring it up, bring him down, spin her around like we were stirring the pot, and pain compliance, you apply just enough pain to this so they do what you want them to do, and if I want to break it, I get it up between my knees and I pull it until it breaks. Another way to do the joint breaking application is you get it, hit it. Okay. In karate, we have all kinds of different strike points that are located all over the body, and these strike points aren't meant to be the only thing that you can hit, but if you can get them, they're very effective. So the one that we're going to use in this application is located right here. You feel the notch on the jaw right at this point here. This is stomach 5. The direction of strike is right into the head at this direction here. So boom, we practiced this strike earlier, that palm strike straight up, just like that.